So you heard me playing over an A7 chord with a little variation in there, but it's nothing to really talk about. So A7 being the 5 chord of D. Now I'm taking kind of a minor approach to this, and what I want you to look at is kind of the box of the A minor pentatonic shape here at the 5th fret, and I want that to be our reference point. Now we are adding other tonalities to it, but it's a great framework from which to reference, okay, against our A7. Plus we know it so well against that A7 chord. So let me show you a couple of the places that I'm adding things in. I'm adding this F sharp here, and I'm implying a 4th up to here. And a lot of this is 4th moves and 6th combinations, all right? So I'm going to show you the ideas because I think it will be easy to break down in this section. So I'm bending this note up and playing the top note of C to a 4th on the top 2 strings. Now you guys probably have played that before in your blueses anyway. Then I'm letting down this D note from an E. So now I'm adding that F sharp again here, all right? So playing, so they would be thirds. And then I'm playing 6ths here against that. Now why do those 6ths work? Well, if you take a look at the chord, and this is a great way of referencing your double stops. If you look there, those 2 notes exist here. So all I'm doing is sliding up 2 whole tones and then sliding back, and that's giving me the flat 7 and the 5 against the chord. My move further down was going to an A7 chord, and you can see the A7 chord there, but that A7 is also a double stop, right? So the ideas that I'm playing are implied 4ths, 3rds, and 6s. Now I can also play chromatically down towards that, which is another stylistic flavor that you can add to this. Now here's another move that I probably didn't play in my demo thing that I think is really valid to show you, is playing this 6 here Okay, so that's a really great idea in position here. Now obviously you can reflavor and repurpose that any way that you want to, but that's the basic idea about playing minor tonality over that A7. Now I also moved that same shape up to the 12th fret, and what it's giving me is giving me this here on the upper strings. Okay, so I'm doing the same thing, but my resolution point now is here, not here. So I'm sliding up to the A7, keeping it there. And then if I want this move, I put it on the upper strings. Okay, so you saw me combining those 2 shapes. Obviously this one has a fatter, fuller sound because of its pitch on the instrument. Then up here gives you a bit more grit and grind, okay? Now that's a really great way of getting some minor tonalities over the A7 chord. Now we also can color the A7 with majors, and we're going to do that in the next video. But this is a great place to start if you want to stay within the realms and contexts of that minor tonality, minor pentatonic blues kind of box thing over a blues chord or an A7 chord.